Hello, and thank you very much for joining me on this video. Now, on this video and over the next couple of videos and the videos I've already shared, I'm basically sharing my thoughts on how I believe you can stand out in the workplace. And one of the things which you've established is that you're not standing out in the workplace as an end on its own. It's because you want to accelerate your career growth. You want to improve your visibility in the workplace and really be recognized for the value that you bring in form of the promotions you're able to get and the income and salary increases that comes your way. Now, if you're finding me for the first time, an introduction is in order. My name is Tola Akinshilure. I've had the blessing of working across multiple countries with multiple languages. I've worked in Spanish, French, and English speaking countries. Currently, I'm a C-suite executive at a multi-country operation. In addition to that, I'm also the founder of the Workplace Multiplier, which is a platform for helping work career professionals win at work and in life. And so let's go straight into today's conversation. So over the last couple of days, we've already established the three things that you need to have in place for you to be able to stand out in the workplace. We've talked about the first one, which is the radical focus on delivering the right results. And then we started our conversation on the second one, which is by in delivering the right results, you need to deliver it with service excellence. We've talked about the different values that you offer in terms of service value. There's the functional value, there's the emotional value, and then there's transcendent value. Today, we're going to be talking about the transcendent value. And what really is the transcendent value? It's basically your ability to help your boss and your other colleagues to achieve their bigger workplace goals. It goes beyond your day-to-day job, whatever it is that, whatever the goals, objectives that you're targeting, it goes beyond that. Because before your boss or even your colleagues, the people that you work with, they can get a sense that you are delivering higher value. You need to go outside of even the remit of what it is that is your regular day job. I remember once upon a time I was working with a boss. Now, my boss at that particular point in time, of course, I had my clearly defined objectives, I had my clearly defined goals, which I was working towards meeting them. In addition to that, from the conversations which I had with the boss, I was able to identify that, look, there were certain cultures that he wanted to permeate the organization that I don't think he was seeing it the way in which he wanted within the organization. So guess what I did at that particular point in time? I tried to find ways in which I could support him to do that across the organization. Now, that's not part of my regular job, but by being able to help him achieve that sort of aspect of the job, which was not directly related to me, but was something that was important to him, I increased my value to him within the organization in terms of how he perceived me, in terms of how he saw my work. And that's something which we have to leverage. And look, this is not only for the people that you report to. You can actually even do it for people that report to you, especially if you're a supervisor. I remember I had somebody who was working with me, and during one of our conversations, during one of our appraisal conversations, one of the things that I like to do is I like to keep open lines of communication whereby the people that work with me have the opportunity to be able to say anything that has to do with their job. My rule of thumb really is this: I would rather prefer to hear everything that you need to say with regards to how you think I can do better to help you do your work while you're still on the job, not when you're on your way out. And so during this conversation, my team member then told me that he feels that he has the capacity to be able to still do more on the job, and he feels that his current role at the moment does not allow him to be able to explore some of the other areas which he would like to explore within the organization. So I was like, okay, no problem. Give me about a week or two and let me come back to you. So I came back to him a week or two. I told him that I had made some contacts within the organization. I was like, okay, I think there are a couple of initiatives that I may be able to get you on to be part of. Is this something that interests you? He said yes. So I said, okay, no problem. Let's do it this way. 3 months later, after you've worked on this initiative, let's have a feedback loop in terms of let me know what it is that how you feel. Is it meeting your expectations in terms of what you want to do, what additional things you want to do within the organization? And as it will turn out, we after the review, he confirmed that look, this aligns to what it is that he wants. And of course, you can imagine that person would feel a higher sense of satisfaction in terms of being willing to stay on the job because he's getting to do more than just the job he wanted, but the additional areas that you would want to grow in as a person. And that's the sort of transcendent value we need to be able to provide within the workplace. One thing I need to make very clear is that it's not in all situations that you might be able to provide transcendent value, but very much important. If you can't provide transcendent value, you need to make sure that you're providing at least emotional value. These are high leverage points that help to enhance the perception that people have with regards to your work within the organization. Your ability to provide functional value is just baseline. In addition to providing functional value, you need to be able to move to the next level, which is providing emotional value. And where the situation happens, if you can layer, in addition to providing emotional value, if you can provide transcendent value, which is basically your ability to help your boss and colleagues to achieve their bigger workplace goals, please go for it. And just by way of update, I'm putting together a workshop for October 12th, during which I'm going to do a deeper dive into these concepts and in terms of how you're going to implement it. The workshop is going to run from 3 p.m. West African time and 10 a.m. Eastern time on October 12th. And really, it's going to be for about 3 hours. And the reason why it's 3 hours is it's primarily an implementation workshop. The goal is that by the time you show up on Monday, you're rolling out your implementation plan. And over the next couple of weeks, people should be able to see a difference in the results you are delivering, and your perception within the workplace should have greatly, greatly increased. I'm going to leave information about how you can be part of the workshop. I'm going to leave it in information in the comments, and I really look forward to you being on the inside. Once again, thank you very much for joining me on this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Want to wish you a great day. Thank you very much.